fucking here. Just you and I did this week.
I know you're like nobody else is here. I can't. I'm looking around. I'm looking for somebody. I can't find anybody.
You didn't say
Joe
his name.
Hendry's here.
Okay, you say his name and he appears.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
All right. But yeah, man, it's been only a week since we last spoke, so but I'm sure we got a lot to talk about. We do.
Movies and things, and me almost dying, and you almost dying, and me being front row in SmackDown, and you going to shows, and I'm going to shows, and he's going to shows, and you're a hoe.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, welcome to a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do! My name is Neil.
I'm Chris.
Yeah! We're gonna sing it like it's the 80s! No, we're not doing that. We're not gonna.
No. This is our album.
I don't. That man, you think I'm like caffeine, and I'm not. I'm not even like I've only had 2 sips of a beer. I'm not even like got a buzz going yet.
We'll get there.
Maybe it's just because I've been locked inside all week, dude. We'll talk about that here in a second. Mm-hmm. First, let's talk about 2 movies that we will be talking about today. First, we will be we're talking a movie that has the great Matt Dilton and Ben Affleck in it.
Oh no, Matt Damon, Casey Affleck.
Oh, whatever. They're close. That was very close. First, Matt Damon is in this film.
What?
Instigators.
What? That's plenty wise. We know what we're holding, and we know what you're holding.
The fuck you know what we all got.
Summer clerkship in your office says I know what you're holding.
I don't bet with jobs like that. Let's just say I'll put you at the top of the list if you're right.
Okay. Well, for that third 3, but you forgot that Professor Green folded it on 4th Street, and now you're representing that you have it. The DA made his 2 pair, but he knows they're no good. Judge Kaplan was trying to squeeze out a diamond flush, but he came up short, and Mr. Eisen is futilely hoping that his queens are going to stand up. So, like I said, the dean's bet is $20.
Well, kiss my ass.
From Rounders.
Yeah, which they're working on a sequel right now.
You know, it's strange that Matt Damon, he's played like 2 like super smart characters. Pretty soon after that, Good Will Hunting, he basically did the same thing. Like that same sort of like he's gonna go through it, but
so wait. So the Rounders is the first one. I'm guessing The Martian.
Good Will Hunting.
The guy we bought a zoo.
Good Will Hunting is where he plays super.
The talented Mr. Ripley.
I mean, that counts, I guess. I'm talking about Good Will Hunting.
Like how many smart guy? He's played like at least a dozen. Jason Bourne.
All right, man. All right.
Like, do you want me? The list goes on. Matt Damon is always a smart guy.
Yeah, he is a smart guy.
Except for in Deadpool 2.
Oh, that's true. He was just sort of a drunk guy.
All right. Also in this movie, the one, the only, the younger brother, the brother-in-law to Jennifer Lopez, Casey Affleck.
I always believed there was the things you don't choose that makes you who you are. Your city, your neighborhood, your family. People here take pride in these things, like it was something they'd accomplished. The bodies around their souls, the cities wrapped around those.
From Gone Baby Gone. Great movie.
Gone Baby Gone. That's where a baby gets stolen and they sell it to Jeffrey Epstein. That's all right. Now,
that's that movie. Yeah. That's how it goes.
Also in this movie, who also starred in Downsizing with Matt Damon, where this clip is from, Hong Chow.
I asked you a question. You say me true, okay?
Of course.
Other night on both. What kind of fuck you give me?
What?
What kind of fuck you give me?
What kind? I don't.
American people, 8 kind of fuck. Love fuck, hate fuck, sex only fuck, breakup fuck, makeup fuck, drunk fuck, buddy fuck, pity fuck.
Okay, I have no idea where you heard that.
Third host family.
Okay, that is just wrong. Okay, there's a whole spectrum of emotions and motivations. And don't say fuck. It's vulgar. Say something else, like, make love or I don't know.
So, what's love fuck?
Yeah, from Downsizing, like you said.
I can't believe I looked up her name and look, that was the easiest clip to fucking get. Like I looked up her name and that was the first clip that popped up and I was like, how could I not use the fuck clip?
Yeah.
like,
I agree.
Also in this movie, the one, the only one of the greatest big guys in all of acting worldom, Mr. Ron Perlman.
Perlman? Just Perlman.
I know it's Perlman.
Let me be real clear. Nobody threatens Sam Crow. And nobody tells us what we can and can't do. Black, brown, or white. So why don't you just climb back into your little German clown car and drive back to Nazi town? Because the next time you piss all over my shoes, it will kill you.
Yeah, you're always gonna pick something from from Sons of Anarchy, probably.
Well, I was gonna do Hellboy, but all the Hellboy ones were like either really loud or
You probably could have done Drive using that, right?
Yeah. But I like that one because he tells that piece of shit Henry Rollins off. And anytime you can tell that piece of shit off.
I saw him live recently. I told you that, right?
Yeah. Anyway,
he's great. He's amazing. He's a good man.
Hopefully, no, he's not. He's
Are
never
you kidding
been
me?
a
He's
good
awesome.
person.
He's awesome.
No, he. Oh my God, he's treated more people like crap than I've known ever.
It was great to see him live. He's awesome. He's nice to everyone
All
there.
right. Well, we'll agree to disagree that some people think that a guy that beats women is a good guy. All right. So Toby Jones.
Now, the trick of it is, you stand there, I point a camera at you, I cut the shots together, and then the audience does the work. In here.
Do less.
Do nothing. So, let's try scene 230. The camera holds her face. Action.
What's that from?
Hitchcock.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, he is Hitchcock. Yeah. I would
it's
have.
him
I'm not
playing Alfred
finding.
Hitchcock in the show Hitchcock.
But by the way, I want to mention that I'm not seeing anything about Henry Rollins beating women.
Oh, whatever. I mean, I guess beating up kids is the same thing. Anyway, and also Bing Rhames.
Let me tell you what, Nat. I'm gonna call a couple of hard pipe-hitting niggas to go to work on the homes here with a pair of pliers and a blowtorch. You hear me talking, hillbilly boy? I ain't through with you by damn sight. I'm gonna get medieval on your ass.
If you guys know where that's from Pulp Fiction. But if you don't know where that's from, where the fuck you been in the past?
Pulp Fiction. All right, and then some of the people from the movie Instigators. Now the movie, the second movie we'll be doing this week is Cuckoo.
Right, that's the bird, but I think you meant to put the poster. Oh, cuckoo.
That's the bird. Cuckoo.
Yeah,
it's a cuckoo clock.
Yeah, cuckoo.
It goes cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo.
Doing some real fucked up shit apparently.
Yeah,
there you go.
Cuckoo. With the great Hunter. Is that Schaefer?
Schaefer.
Hunter Schaefer.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why don't you kiss me?
Can I kiss you?
No, why don't you, like, kiss me?
I mean, do you want me to like kiss you?
I want you to want to kiss me so bad that you don't even ask.
It's from Euphoria, where Hunter Schafer wants Zendaya to kiss her.
I mean, who doesn't want Zendaya to kiss them? I mean,
I'm fine with that, honestly. But you know, I can go without kissing. You can kiss by Zendaya.
he wants to make out with Henry Rollins, but he doesn't want to make out with Zendaya.
No, I'm just
whatever. All right, moving on. Dan Stevens is in this movie as well.
And I can't help but notice that those ladies over there are drinking cheap beer. That seems like a shame to me. I'd like to buy each one of them a blowjob shot.
Are you serious?
I am. Yes.
Do you want to buy anything for their fellas?
Do I look like I'd like to buy something for their fellas?
Might be the polite thing to do.
Sure. Okay, fine. Let me get each one of those guys at Cosmopolitan.
Mister, I don't know what you're going for, but I was thinking of beer.
Nope. Blowjob shots for the ladies and a Cosmopolitan for each of the guys. You can keep the change on that.
You got it.
Yeah, friendly guest. Great movie.
Great movie. And also Mila Leah.
But she doesn't speak in the movie, but here's her talking now.
I'm Mila Lil and I play Tang. She's the youngest member of the gang. She's quite feisty. I don't want to be on lookout, but she's very good at stealing because maybe like she's the youngest and it's easiest for her to pick it. Someone's coming!
But just so you guys know, her character's mute in the movie, so you won't hear any of that cuteness. But
But anyway, that doesn't matter. We're paying respect to the artists that are in the film, Chris.
Okay, all right. Who else in this?
I forgot. Jessica Henwick.
I started this program to teach you not just how to defend yourselves, but how to prepare for your futures. Today is Daryl's last day. He's been selected for an elite training program that comes with a full scholarship to a university.
You gonna miss me?
No, mostly. You deserve this. For your work ethic, your commitment to the code, and most importantly, honoring and protecting your fellow classmates.
I forget where that's from. Is it from? I see you there now. And television.
That's from Iron Fist.
Okay, Iron Fist. Cool. Of course it is. Of course it is.
Duh! It's from one of the greatest Marvel shows of all time.
Wait, wasn't it considered not one of the greatest shows of all time for Marvel?
Only for people that don't like comics.
Okay, fine. All right.
I have no idea. I thought it was okay, but I can see why everybody bitched. But you know,
We had one more person that you gave me a one for.
Yeah, who am I to judge anything? You know, like seriously.
Yeah, you're just over there with your own. Yeah. What about Martin? Do you want to mention the last guy that we got in here? I see you now. I see you on TV.
We don't have anybody else.
Yeah, we do. We have Martin Sokas.
Oh, Martin Sokas. Sorry about that.
Let me apologize. Let me apologize for my conduct. It was a long flight, on short notice, and I like to focus, to work quickly. The deaths of Mr. Pushkin's men have interrupted his operations here. Imports, movements of goods have all ceased. That's unacceptable. I'm the one Mr. Pushkin calls in when people like you fuck up. I'm accountable now.
Listen, pal, I don't like your
You've
tone with
taken
me.
Mr. Pushkin's money for years. Money that comes with conditions, non-negotiable conditions. The problem you're having with me is you still think you matter. You don't. I'm all that matters. And so we're clear. I'm not here to say, please. I'm here to tell you what to do.
It's from The Equalizer, where he's talking to David Harbour.
Yes, The Equalizer. That was a good movie. One of the best movies by Jim Carrey by far.
Yeah, that one. I think Denzel Washington.
Chris, tell everybody where they can find us.
You can find us online, movies don't suck net. Movies don't suck.net. We're w2mnet.com. It's W number 2 is in movies net. You'll find us there along with a bunch of other podcasts. We're at XMTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at TS Podcast. We have Patreon, patreon.com/movies don't suck. You can find us on Bonfire, such movies don't suck. It's what I do. And you can find the shirts and a bunch of other studios made at TeePublic at Blackwood-Productions. You'll find it there along with a bunch of other stuff Neil's made. And if you're watching this, you do subscribe. If you watch this on Facebook, like the page. Wherever you find us, just subscribe. And we'll be there waiting for you whenever it's ready. Neil, who are we talking about today?
I don't know. I think we're talking 2 movies.
But we're also talking about someone that I sent you. You said you would put together the promo
For what?
For Vinyl Heaven.
You never set it up. Set it up. Hey Neil, what sponsor are we talking about today?
That's what I said. I said you. No,
you just said who are we talking about?
Yeah, what sponsor are we talking about today?
There we go. What small business are we giving love to? What people are we trying to promote? What people are we trying to help? You gotta set it up.
You know, who are we talking about today? Who's our friend?
There we go. Now that we got through all that. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Vinyl Heaven.
I'm just kidding. We're talking about Chris's favorite record store in the entire world, Vinyl Heaven, at 94 West 87th Street. Now, Vinyl Heaven is a very small mom pa owned shop. In fact, only one guy owns it, and his name's Steve. This is Steve and his
with his dog. Yeah.
Yep, and his puppy. There's Steve with the Ghostbusters car. It's located right next to a mall. It's a strip mall on 87th Street, and that's how big it is, guys. That's the size of the place. That's it. It's very small, but
those people,
they have 100% some of the best taking care of records of all time. If you're looking for a good vinyl at a good price and don't want to dig through crate after crate of common lame records, this is the place to go. The owner, Jeff, is a knowledgeable, nice guy and doesn't bother with scratchy trash records. I love this place and will definitely go back, and that is a testimonial just from last year. Vinyl Heaven is a neighborhood record store at 94111 West 87th Street, Overland Park. They are in the Lewisburg Square Shopping Center facing Grant next to Scooter's Coffee. Ew. Open 12 to 6, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6 on Saturday, and noon to 5 on Sunday. They carry new and used vinyl LPs, 45, 78 CDs, record sleeves, and mailers. Buy, sell, and trade. You can call them at 913-499-7442. You can find them at www.vinylheavenkc.com, or you can go to their Facebook, which is also Vinyl Heaven KC. Now, coming up in just a couple weeks, on Sunday, September 8th, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., there'll be a $5 live show outside. There'll be CDs, music memorabilia, DVDs, posters, and more. It'll be at the VFW at the 95550 Flum Road in Lenexa, Kansas. You can get the info for that too, also at Vinyl Heaven KC or Vinyl Heaven KC on Facebook. Boom.
You know, that's the bottom line. What do you have a problem with scooters? You know, their coffee?
I don't like any coffee at all. All coffee
right.
All coffee is nasty. You have to train your body to drink coffee. That's literally what you have to do. Those first couple of years when you're drinking coffee, you have to train your body and make it train. Like literally, go read. There's science on this shit. I'm not making this up.
You have to train your body to drink too.
No, your body naturally wants water.
I'm just saying, like when I can tell you, I didn't like beer the first time I tried it. I like this beer now. I trained myself to like it.
Beer. Man, I only put 2 in here, and I feel like I didn't put enough because, man, this is already feel like it's taken an hour and a half.
Yeah. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry we're not fun. Are you having fun right now? You
Oh, yeah.
right? All right. Yeah. I see. I see.
All right,
I
there.
see you on television.
Right there. That's cool. Oh, you want to see it again? I'll show it one more time. There I am.
Where's that? Where is that?
That was front row on SmackDown this past Friday.
You
I went there. I was all there. I was sitting next to the flag guy. Flag guy was cool. Love him. That was about the third or fourth time I sat next to the flag guy. It was a great event. Then the next day I had to work a Hozier concert at the same venue.
It was fun.
And yeah, it was fun. But then like I pulled both of my legs from going up and down those stairs constantly.
You get pictures. You get pictures.
Arena.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like for most of the week, man, I was laying on the couch with ice packs wrapped around my legs, trying to get my legs so I could actually walk on them again.
I mean, you don't have a concert for a couple of weeks, though, right?
I don't know, whatever. I guess.
Okay, all right.
I'm pretty sure my job hates me now, but that's whatever. All right, let's get into a movie I can complain about a lot. The Instigator.
Starring, this is directed by Doug Liman. Yeah, Doug Liman, he's a famous movie director. He's directed such things as Edge of Tomorrow, Fair Game, Swingers, the new Roadhouse. And this is stars Matt Damon as the character. Sorry, as Matt Damon as Rory.
Well, that's plenty wise. We know what we're holding, and we know what you're holding.
Casey Affleck is Kobe or Cobby.
I always believed it was the things you don't choose.
Hong Chow is Dr. Donna Rivera.
I asked you a question.
Also, this also stars Jack Harlow as Scalvo. Jack Harlow. Michael Stolberg as Mr. Pisagi. Alfred Molina as Rishi DiChico. And Ron Perlman as Mayor Maselli.
Let me be real clear.
Also stars Toby Jones as attorney Alan Flynn.
Now, the trick of it is,
and Ving Rhames plays a police commissioner. I forget his name right now.
Let me tell you what, Nat. I'm gonna call a couple of hard pipe-hitting niggas to go to work on the homes here with a pair of pliers and a blowtorch.
You didn't even.
You hear me talking, hillbilly boy?
Oh yeah, sorry. And then, you
didn't even play a full sentence for half the other guys. But you
it's just
played
such
that
a good
whole
song.
thing.
It's just such a good line. It's just such a good part of that movie. All right, Neil, you got a storyline for this one?
Taking your producer license away. All right. Follows two robbers who must go on the run with the help of one of their therapists after a theft doesn't go as planned.
Yeah, I guess that's it. That's just the whole storyline.
Chris.
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah.
Did you know the pooping is the reward for training your body?
What is?
The pooping is your reward for training your body.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, is it really
somebody
a reward,
put that up?
Is that really a reward?
That's an award for you, dude. You never poop on trips, so you need to drink as much coffee.
I poop on
as
trips.
possible.
I definitely poop on trips. I poop on trips.
You never poop
And
on
then
trips.
I remember I had an ex-girlfriend got real mad because like we have to go now. It's a fucking emergency. She thought it was disgusting. But Neil, what did you think of the Instigators?
Matt Damon was in it.
So was Casey
Ron Perlman was in it.
Yeah, okay.
Alfred Milano. Oh, Dr. Octopus was in it.
Yeah.
Natalie Carter was in it. Rob Kanowski. Kronk.
All right, Neil.
Kronkster
So, did you like
was in
it? I'm asking you. This is what we're getting at.
Man, what's the best way to say this about this movie?
I was thinking I did like if you're thinking about it. I like the rapport between Rory and Cobby, but that's about it.
This is a DVD my dad would have been really happy that he bought.
Oh yeah.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
This is a dad movie. This is like I'm gonna sit back and watch Casey Affleck
and kind of fall asleep.
Yeah,
fall
you
asleep
fall
in it a little
asleep.
bit.
You wake up and you're like, did I miss anything? Oh, they're still kind of doing the same thing. Not really. All right, cool. It was funny. It had its moments. I felt like something was missing.
Maybe the
Like,
action. Maybe the action. Because there's not a whole lot. I mean, it's very subdued. You know,
yeah.
like this felt like a road trip movie, and they tried to cram an action movie there. Didn't quite work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I was like, there's scenes in this movie where it's just kind of like, okay, that's cool. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. May I please have another?
Yeah. There wasn't a whole lot of that. There was just them chilling a bunch of
And
waiting.
by any means, okay. This movie, like the dynamic between Casey and Matt were great. That was good. Ron Perlman as a bad guy is always great. Let's not and then Toby, but it's like it needed more. It needed something else. It needed. I think the dial was at like 6, and the dial needed to be set at like 8 or 9.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And
man.
this could have been a smash movie out of the park. This could have been like, oh, this is awesome. Okay, this could have been like
for the action part of this, there wasn't a whole lot of it. You know, like
yeah, and it's just like I was thinking this is gonna feel like Ocean's 11 or like Italian Job.
not even close to that. Not even close to that.
No,
Clever.
instead of feeling like Top Gun, it felt like Iron Eagle.
Yeah.
How about that? Is that a good reference? Do people get that one? I guess it's a little old. That's staging me. Okay. You're thinking you're gonna get Michael Keaton as Batman, but instead you get Christian Bale. You know, like it's literally disappointing on so many fronts.
But yeah, okay. So like you kind of want this to be a buddy comedy, but you don't really get that. You don't get because buddy comedies also have a pretty strong plot, and this one is just sort of like, oh, they're running and they don't really know who they're running from, and then they don't get caught, then they do get caught. Like I don't know, man. It's like you said, it's a really good DVD movie to fall asleep through on a Sunday. But it's
that's what this is. I mean, by any means, I love Matt Damon. I love Cassie Affleck. Everybody in this damn movie, I like. You know, I like Alfred Molina. I love Vin. I love Ron. I love Toby. All these actors are great. But for having that much fucking talent in a movie, I needed to feel something. And I felt nothing. Like this is
it was fun. Like the parts of humor, but it just doesn't just
it didn't do anything. It felt like it felt like they had the same problems at the end of the movie that they did at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, for real. For real.
like it didn't feel like it went anywhere and accomplished a goal. It's just kind of like, all right, here's a day with these guys.
I did like hearing Casey Affleck in his native accent. You know what I mean? That was cool. Hearing him just be Boston, and
that was cool. I mean, 2 Boston guys being in Boston, doing Boston things. I liked it. They were fun. It was good, but again, it didn't overexcite. It didn't make me go, man, this is a movie I gotta tell somebody about.
Yeah, like I was struggling this morning. What 2 movies we're talking about today? I was struggling a little bit because
this would have been a movie that if I wasn't doing it for the podcast, somebody at a house or something would put it on and be like, yeah, I want to watch this movie Instigators. And I'd be like, all right. And then like 10 minutes into the movie, I'd finally realize I've seen this movie before.
Oh, yeah.
But it'd take like a good 10 to 15 minutes for me to realize that I saw this movie before.
Yeah. I mean, I like Casey Affleck. I like Matt Damon. And Casey
I
Affleck.
like Doug Liman. Doug Liman's films are usually superb. You know?
Yeah. But we didn't get that.
Something missed the mark here. And maybe it's because Casey was there and it wasn't Ben.
Well, I mean, I like Casey a lot, but he also beats women apparently. So like I don't know.
But you don't hear when you say Affleck and Damon, you don't mean Casey Affleck. Right. You mean Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
I think if Ben Affleck was a part of this, maybe it'd have brought a different energy to it.
Yeah.
and maybe the movie would have been different, but I don't know. Something about the energy of this film just was kind of like, I don't think I care. Like,
There wasn't
I
a whole
tried
lot.
so
It wasn't
hard.
a whole lot. It was very energetic, man. That's what.
Yeah. And I hate like just putting it down in the dumps, but it was a decent movie. I'm not gonna lie, and it, you know, there's a couple times I snickered. There's a Ron Perlman Toby scene. Toby was great as a little conniving little
Sniveling
squirt.
little.
Yeah. It just felt like there's something lackluster about this film that just made me just go, all right, I saw that, cool.
Like, for example, it's
usually when I get done watching one of the movies for this podcast, the first thing I do is end up in this seat right here, working on it, getting all the stuff, and I didn't even care about it. I was like, I'll do that tomorrow.
It's one of those movies that if you're watching it and you have to go, you get back home and you don't put it back on. You know, like if I didn't do it for the podcast, or like, oh, I'm good. I don't need to see the rest of this movie.
No, I'm good.
So like again, there's chemistry between Damon and Affleck, but Matt Damon and Casey Affleck, I should say, and but again, it's not enough to carry the movie it's on. You know, just
No.
it's sort of,
I don't think it did. And there's so many special feature people in this movie, or cameos, or whatever you want to call them, or small parts
Alfred Molina, Perlman,
that were all good. Like even Ving Rhames' character was cool, being the badass that drives a tank around town. But something just didn't work out to make this, like, I felt like this wanted to be like The Gentleman, or this wanted to be like, one of those fun.
Yeah, it's not clever like a Guy Ritchie movie. Like you were saying, The Gentleman, fantastic.
Yeah,
that's a really good movie. That's a really good movie, and no one gives enough credit. I feel like this didn't have that. Also, Guy Ritchie tends to have really snappy dialogue. This had some of that, but I mean,
the dialogue was kind of flat on some parts.
These actors could do so much more than what they're doing with. So, this is The Instigators.
Give us a rating.
Huh?
Give us a rating.
3.5, 3.4.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe 3.3. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna 3.2.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go lower than whatever number you say. I'm gonna go one lower.
Okay, 1.9. I'm joking.
1.8. Seriously, this movie, I wanted to care. I wanted to care so much about this movie because everybody in it is just an actor I just absolutely love. But
respect. Yeah.
There's like no part in this movie where I think Ron Perlman and Toby were the only scenes that I like really was into it. Like the rest of it, I was just like, I don't even know why I'm here, bro. Like,
yeah, like what Apple TV needs to do, Apple Plus, if they really want us to give a fuck about the movie, is they should make it good. They should have good movies with that. They haven't done that yet. Even that movie with
no, they haven't.
Even that movie with what's his face? As
You're
Spider-Man.
on my face. Do you want to be on my face?
Let's do it. But yeah, that's
let's do it. Absolutely.
The Instigators.
All right.
I'm gonna run to his.com, Neil. What's the audience
Mhm.
score for The Instigators?
41%.
60%. 60.
How did it get 60? All right.
All right. What is the critic score for The Instigators?
30%.
41.
Oh, damn it. If I would have said 41 twice, I would have got it.
Criticism says the alchemy of Casey Affleck and Matt Damon's knucklehead rapport proves some charm, but this lead-back caper unravels due to the lack of intrigue and pulse. Kind of the fucking shit we said about it. I'll read you a good review and a bad review. This is from John Serbo of Decider. He says, final tally: 51% funny, 49% total freaking mess. So he liked it more. And this is from Chris Rosser of the Sunday Independent in Ireland. He says, nice performances and all, but The Instigator is a bit too loose, a bit too casual, and the surprisingly ineffective comedy lose emphasis is making things up as it goes along. It's pretty pretty astute observation there, Chris. So yeah, this is Instigators. You can find that Apple
Did
Plus
you just
TV.
thank yourself for a good observation?
No, this guy's name was Chris Wasser.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it did sound like I was saying, good job, Chris, talking to myself, which I never do. But
You talk to yourself all the time.
I do not, man. I mutter to myself.
I've seen you do it, especially when you're in the bathroom. You're like, "Oh, that's a good boy. If you do the little tinkle, I give you a treat."
That makes me pee. So you guys can watch The Instigators on Apple TV, I guess, if you want to. There's other things to watch.
I'm sure it's on DVD somewhere too if you want to buy it.
All right. Are you good for news? You ready to want to do
Yeah,
news?
let's go, bro. Let's do some news. This is the movies that don't suck and some of them news. I'm gonna read stuff to Chris. He's gonna like it, or I'm gonna drive to Kansas City and smack him in the taint.
If we come down Saturday, I've seen Romulus. Romulus. I think you meet on Saturday, aren't you?
Oh, dude. So they got somebody tell you about this? They got a popcorn bucket for Romulus. It's coming out here. 1 second. I forgot to upload the photos. So just give me a second. But I got a photo of it, and you know what they did with Dune.
Yeah.
And you know what they did with Deadpool and Wolverine?
This one too?
Yeah, so this one, they just went straight for it. This is the new, that's the butter delivering machine. You see the pump on the side.
All right.
Yeah, I don't want to get taken.
That's good. That's
anyway, Disney wrongful death lawsuit is they're trying to get it dismissed because of the Disney Plus subscription.
What's wrong?
Disney is seeking a dismissal in a wrongful death lawsuit based on Disney Plus subscription's terms of use. The company argues the terms of use required settling any lawsuits out of court, including that of Jeffrey Piccolo after his wife, Kinko Porn Tangzen, died after eating food she was allergic to at Disney Springs. Piccolo alleges negligence by Disney for his wife's death due to food allergies at Raglan Road, while the company wants to dismiss it due that they are Disney Plus subscribers.
That's insane.
And in the terms of use, it says you cannot sue Disney.
Aren't they kind of evil? Like aren't they kind of like they put out such
at
good
this
shit?
Fucking point?
like they put out such good shit. I'm excited for movies they're putting out, but then they do pull shit like this. I'm like, God, they're like the fucking Antichrist. You know what I mean? Like
at this point, man, I have no idea what these guys are thinking, but they need. I mean, they need to come to Jesus moment, man. They need Ben Affleck and Matt Damon from Dogma to visit them.
Yeah, I don't say this a lot, but maybe they need Jesus.
Maybe they need Jesus.
I don't take it lightly, but maybe they do.
All right. In development is one of the greatest singers of all time's biopic, Boy George. This will be is in development with the singer as an executive producer. The film will focus on the Culture Club's height of fame and Boy George's personal struggles. Adapted from Boy George's autobiographies, the biopic will animate exploration of his life and career.
Doesn't he need to die first before they should this?
I mean, I don't know. How many people got to... do you have to die before you get a good music biopic? Elton John has a great biopic, and he's not dead.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I guess I didn't do one part of it, but like Boy George, he's got some weird shit going on with him. There's still stuff like I'm sure he's got shit buried in his closet. We had no clue about, bodies and all that shit. But we'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah. Joaquin Phoenix is still an asshole. Hollywood outrage against him right now. After dropping out of a movie 3 days before they start filming. 3 days before they start filming, Joaquin Phoenix dropped off, which he is an executive producer on.
So I'd like to know why. Did his family die? What's going on?
He just didn't want to play a gay man.
Huh. That's strange.
That's what I'm seeing. Wong King's last-minute departure from the major film may result in a legal action and a negative impact on his career. Yeah, well, the new Joker movie is going to do that. It was announced that Phoenix had dropped out of the upcoming Tom Haynes film only 5 days before principal photography was to begin.
We Todd Haynes, man, I like Todd Haynes. I'd like to see that.
Oh man, I mean, he's already played, like this second shittiest version of the Joker, and now he's got
Didn't you say that you like that Joker movie?
Yeah, I just don't like it in a comic book setting whatsoever.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens with.
I like that character of Joker. I don't declare that Joker to be anything with any comic book ever in history.
That's fair. I'll take that.
Yeah. Anthony, talking about a good person, Anthony Bourdain is getting a biopic in the works from A24.
What? I want to see
that. With the Holdovers breakout set to star. So the biopic is in the works. It's titled Tony and is set to star Dominic Sessa.
Oh.
Bourdain's early career in kitchens and media success will be covered in the fic. The biopic may struggle his struggles with substance abuse, but focused largely on his cultural legacy and not that, he killed himself at the end.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
So that's cool. I'm happy with that. I like things like that.
I don't know.
So guess what went on this past weekend, Chris? Did you know what happened?
No, tell me. I was sleeping.
Oh, wait a minute. We'll talk about that in the next story. First, James Wan is to direct the remake of one of the classic Universal monsters. Do you know what monster James Wan gets?
Is it Creature from the Black Lagoon?
It is the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, I'll see James Wan do that.
He's like, it's going to be difficult because of the novelty of its 1954 original. Wan, of course, being the success he's had in horror movies, is one of the perfect picks to try to make this. I mean, come on.
Yeah, he's good.
Right?
He's good. Yeah, I definitely see what he'd make with Creatures of the Black Lagoon. It'll make it creepy.
He says he's going to kind of steal from a movie that already had the creature from the Black Lagoon in it a couple years ago.
What's it called?
Shape of Water.
Oh.
All right. I'm trying to get to because this is the problem. There's a thing that happened this past week, and I'm trying to get the stories. They were all over the place. So I'm trying to get the stories of all of them right now, so we can all know what's going on in the world today. It's people fighting, feuding, looting. It's okay. First announcement at Disney 23 Expo that went on this past weekend. Toy Story 5 is in the work, and it is going to it's going to base on that kids don't play with toys anymore. They play with electronical screens. So that is what that story is going to be based around.
Cool. I mean, yeah, all right. Sure.
Hey, are you thinking about going to Disney World anytime or Disneyland anytime soon? Well, just wait a year or two, because in California, they're going to add an island, and the island is going to be called Avatar California Adventure Plans, including the new avatars, which are going to be called Fire and Ash. So now we know that the next Avatar is about fire and ash, and we're getting in a nice little amusement park over it.
Man, who gives a shit? Like, who's super excited about the Avatar?
The 11 people watching, maybe?
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Not everybody lives in a basement, Chris.
Both you and I talked shit about the last Avatar movie.
Anyway, Jon Favreau. Jon Favreau You know him from, Swingers, the Marvel
Happy.
movies.
He's
Happy. He says that the next Star Wars movie, because he's in charge of the Star Wars universe, if you didn't know, is going to be a rewarding experience for all the fans of The Mandalorian and Star Wars in the upcoming movie. He said he's putting together some of the beloved characters and bringing some of the characters that people have thought about that should be in movies might be in these films.
Cool. I mean, until it happens, we're just going to be sort of sitting on the sidelines hoping he doesn't fuck it up even more.
Man, you just got to be mean all the time, don't you? You just,
Of course, man. Of course, that's how we do it.
why do you just want to stab people, Chris? It's just mean. You shouldn't
wanna
stab
stab
people. Stabbing people is not cool, bro. You always want to just stab them right in the gut. You want to like turn around. Anyway, so another movie that's coming out we can all be happy about is Lilo and Stitch, the live movie, and there's the live version of Lilo. Where's that Stitch? That's
Cute.
Stitch. Sorry.
Yeah, Lilo's the girl. Stitch is the animal.
Lilo's the girl. I'm so sorry. Also, we got the name of Freaky Friday 2 with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis, which is one of the movies we'll be watching when it comes out. And it's called Freakier Friday.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Of course, they do that. I mean, did you like the first Freaky Friday with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis? Did you like that one?
I mean, they're cute movies, man. I'm not,
I gotta say,
who
Jamie
am
Lee
I to
Curtis is
judge
fucking.
either way on those?
She was shredding because she was actually playing the guitar in that, and I was like, super impressed with it. So,
Were you impressed of it?
yeah, absolutely.
Are you sure?
And he was trying to stall time until his next thing loads back up.
Tron Ares, people got to see footage of that this weekend at the Disney Expo, and they're getting a good response to it, so that's good. You know, people saw Snow White. I don't know if I'm even going to touch that story. Never mind. I'm just going to move on.
Yeah.
Snow White action movie. We will not be covering that film. All right. People got to see Harrison Ford turn into the Red Hulk, which we have no clip footage for. Here's the two big announcements that nobody knew. Zootopia is getting a sequel that they're working on.
I'm down with that.
Added to the cast is the one and only Short Round himself, Ki-Hu Kwan.
Nice.
Will be joining the cast.
For some reason, I was
that's
trying to
cool.
say Andy Dick, and I was like, "What?" I don't know what in my head. I thought you were saying
Andy
Andy
Dick. I
was
don't
like,
even know if he's still alive. Is Andy Dick
Yeah, I don't
still
know
alive?
either.
Or did he
Yeah, I
die?
don't know.
God,
You might as well.
Dude, man. Woo. I used to love that song he did. It's just another great day for drugs, so let's go outside.
People think that he's being responsible for Phil Hartman's wife's death. Yeah.
I whatever. I'm not even going to go down any of those things. I wasn't there. I'm not there. I'm not a person that can do that. And now here's the biggest announcement from Disney Expo 3 or Disney Expo 23. The Incredibles Part 3 is in the works, confirmed. And that the great Brad Bird is going to be the original director, will be directing that version of The Incredibles.
Yeah, I saw this, and that's the only thing I couldn't avoid. It just showed up as a notification on my phone. People were excited about Incredibles 3.
Nice.
People were
That's
excited
good
about Incredibles
notification.
for the Incredibles 2. And I was like, whatever. That's fine.
Crawl 2
Mhm.
is in the works. So me and you will love to see that movie.
Mhm.
The Accountant, Ben Affleck's movie The Accountant, has got the green light, and it's in pre-production right now. The Accountant 2 will hit theaters on April 25th, 2025, with a stellar cast and the same director from the original movie. I love
Yeah, I finally
the
watched that.
original Accountant.
I finally watched The Accountant with him and Kendrick.
I love that movie, so I can't wait for that to go on. So Paramount Studios TV division has completely shut down.
What?
They are using it as
Oh,
a
yeah,
loss,
yeah.
as a task break for budget cuts. So shows like Jack Reacher, not Jack Reacher, but what's the one with Jim from The Office?
Shadow Agent. I don't know. It's something with Jack. Something not Jack Reacher, but
Jack
Jack
Reacher,
Ryan. Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan. Jack Ryan's gonna get canceled if they
I heard
don't
the
find
movie-
someone.
I heard the movie to CBS. That's what I heard.
Some of them they're moving to CBS, so it just matters. They know Jack Reacher is, for one, moving to CBS.
Well, Reacher's from Amazon, but you're right. They make it for yeah. So what about like that Jeremy Renner movie that just shows on there? That's just going away. Mayor of Kingstown or whatever. All that.
Which
stuff.
one's that?
They have one with Jeremy Renner. They have like one with like a Sly. They have a bunch of shows that they're like we really want you to watch, but I'm not gonna.
I don't know. The thing is like, so I'm guessing that the good old, like, all the Star Trek has to be under something else, because they didn't even mention Star Trek, and that is like the big thing from Paramount. Is like
Everyone's like,
anytime
yeah,
I go
go
to
see
Paramount,
Picard.
that's Picard. Well, and what's the other one?
Voyager.
Like, Lower Decks, Strange New Days. Discovery is now done. That's over. Voyager.
I was joking. Voyager. But
So,
yeah, man.
Last but not least, I'm getting it set up. That's what's taking so long, and I'm sorry that I'm kind of stretching things out, because Chris hates that, because then he has to edit, and then he doesn't like editing, and then he cusses me out, and then then he cusses my mom out, then he beats up my mom. It's weird.
I sent pictures of my asshole random times, so he didn't expect it. Oh, yeah, what is that?
What are you doing, bro? What are you talking about?
Exactly.
That's just nasty, dude. I don't even know. Like, I don't. Why are you weird like that, bro?
Sorry, man. I won't say it again.
Why are you weird?
I'll stop telling people.
Why do you got to talk about my mama like that? Like, I know where you live. I know where your cousin lives.
I don't think I've said anything about your mama.
All right. You say a lot about my mama all the time. Like that one
never
time you
seen
asked
her.
for her phone number, and I've never heard it.
I've never even met her.
I gave you
Not
her phone
once met
number.
her.
Just call her up, bro.
Not once met her.
All right. So last but not least, this is the most exciting news of the entire week right here.
Yeah.
Amazon, MGM, and Studios, Mattel have announced they not only got their He-Man, but they have their Teela as well. He-Man will be played by Nicholas Gatalizine.
How hot he is. He's a very good looking man.
Teela will be played by Camila Mendez.
Ooh, also a very good looking woman.
These are the two characters they are playing. Let's go through that again. That's He-Man. That's Teela. And that's what they... All right, cool.
We haven't seen them in the Switch 8 character yet, so we can't really judge them.
Whatever.
Like, Neil doesn't like it. He doesn't like the stupid listen.
I'm just saying, if they don't look like freaking Chris Hemsworth without a shirt off, man, I don't know if I can take him serious as He-Man.
Can we talk about how Chris Hemsworth is in Bad Times at El Royale?
That's just like a random thing you pulled out. Like, we just lost 2 viewers on that one, bro.
Fine,
like, they're just like, what is he talking? Oh my God, what happened? And then Chris is like getting out the oil, like rubbing all over himself.
But me and you.
Oh my God, let's talk about Chris Hemsworth.
But me and you were talking. You talked about questioning our heterosexuality while watching that movie.
Right.
Fine. All right, let's move on. Is that it?
All right. Anyway, that's the end of the news, buddy. Let's get her done. That was the NTTS podcast news. I read stuff to Chris. He better like it because I ain't reading no more.
All right. Let's talk about the movie that we saw in theaters this week. This is Cuckoo, directed by this guy's name is Tillman Singer. He's not really directing much American films. He's done a bunch of German stuff. Elfin del Mundo, The Events of Yamamoto's Alpine Residence, and Luz, and now Cuckoo. This is starring Hunter Schafer as Gretchen.
Can I ask you a question?
Jan Blumhardt as Henry. Martin Soksas as Louise.
Let me apologize for my conduct.
Jessica Henwick as Beth.
I started this program to teach you not just how to defend yourselves.
Dan Stevens as Herr Koenig.
And I can't help but notice that those ladies over there are drinking cheap beer. That seems like a shame to me. I'd like to buy each one of them a blowjob shot.
This also stars Mila Liu.
I'm Mila Liu, and I play Tang.
It also stars Greta Fernandez as Trixie. Proshat Mondiani as Dr. Bonomo. Astrid Burgess Frisbee as Ed. And Colleen Morrow as the Conrad singer is Eric. You know, what's written in the storyline for Cuckoo?
Reluctantly, 17-year-old Gretchen leaves her American home to leave with her father, who has just moved into a resort in the German Alps with his new family. Arriving at their future residence, they are greeted by Mr. King, her father's boss, who takes an exceptional interest in Gretchen's mute half-sister, Alma. Something doesn't seem right in this trivial vacation paradise. Gretchen is pledged by strange noises and bloody visions until she discovers a shocking secret that only concerns her own family.
So the first half of this movie, you're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, and then the third act, it sort of feeds you all this information. That's not to say I didn't like this movie, because I did like this movie. The thing I think I like most about this movie is the creativity. You don't see fucking shit like this ever. But I wouldn't know if I'd call
what? Creativity. Okay, what?
You think it's creative?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Like, okay. So, continue with your thought, because I think I'm probably going to obliterate it, but go ahead.
Obliterate, whatever. This is not a horror film. This is marketed as a horror film. Not really scary at all, really. I guess there's some monster in it, I guess. But I found Hunter's character kind of unlikable most of the time. Not to say that I didn't like this movie, because I did like this movie. It was just fucking weird. It's a weird fucking movie. Like that's I think
I don't think it's that weird.
You don't think so?
Someone's in a strange place, strange noises are happening, strange things are happening. You find out that it's super fucked up, strange thing that's happening. This is about the most common fucking horror movie you can fucking throw down in your entire fucking life, bro.
No, it's not
like
common,
Unsane. Let me just go through them all. How many fucking movies are exactly like this? Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2.
That's like saying every horror movie is the same. It's not. Like the whole idea behind it is interesting. But I want to say something. So Neon put out 2 movies this year, 2 horror films. They put out Longlegs and this, and Longlegs is much more accessible than Cuckoo, much more, by a long shot.
I don't know. I think this one was better.
Is it better than Longlegs?
Yeah, Longlegs was kind of predictable. This one actually, made you think.
I mean, I really love Longlegs, so I wouldn't call it predictable.
It was very predictable. It's so predictable that me even saying that it's predictable is really Cuckoo.
I know you just said that.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, okay. This is a common horror movie, but it's got monsters. There's There's monsters in the background. There's monsters that come to face you. There's monsters, horror. Oh, science with the monsters, monsters. Oh, there's more monsters with the science and the monsters and the science. Oh, look, there's science and there's monsters.
But I do want to mention that I think every German person in this sounded like Christoph Waltz, like Dan Stevens. I was like, I want to see Christoph Waltz in that role. But I do want to say that I liked Hunter's acting. Hunter and Dan Stevens, fantastic.
Hunter and Dan Stevens is why this movie exists.
Yeah, it's good. They're good.
Period. The rest of the movie does not matter. The rest of the people don't matter. Nobody else in this movie matters. They all just need to quit their jobs, move to, I don't know. Anyway, but this movie, it was all about Hunter and Dan Stevens and their interactions. Knocked it out of the park. The whole weird thing about this is that I'm gonna guess this is PG-13.
No, it's rated R.
Oh, it's rated R because they didn't show you the thing they should have showed you. Like, I feel like there's a certain thing they should have gave you the full perspective on.
Are you talking about?
And they didn't.
What are you doing? What are you saying?
I can't say it because they'll be ruining the movie, and it's called it. We don't spoil stuff. Okay. But there's a certain scene. There's certain scenes. There's certain things that the monsters do that we never get to see.
Oh, you want to see that? Could they show that? Though?
I mean, I thought it'd be cool because that would definitely make the movie more epic and weird.
I'm not trying to say anything about weird, but there's a scene in in that last Exorcist movie, or Exorcism, and that part freaked me the fuck out. But
that's what I want, bro. That's where we're at in this world. We don't need none of your light ass fucking horror movie shit. We need it to come. I've seen Saw like 100 times. I've seen freaking Hostel like 1 billion times. We're at that level, bro. If you're at R and you got a gross thing like the thing that is supposed to be hinted at and the thing that they talk about in this fucking movie, let's go. You have the R rated already.
I don't know if you should. I don't know if you should. The thing that showed the first Omen that was horrifying. But anyway, but I don't think they need to show that. But again, Neil thinks it should have been more fucked up.
I think it should have been a little. If it got some gore in there and they got some more fucky like fucked up stuff, a little bit more, I believe this movie could have been a fucking classic. Because that stuff wasn't in it, I believe that's why this movie didn't work so well. The problem with both the movies that we watched this weekend is that both of them are
You think they played it safe? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think both movies played it way too safe. The first one, some kind of energy is missing. This, they had the R rating already. Just go for the shit, bro. Stop trying to hide behind the door and be like, oh, we don't need this or that. No,
I thought I thought this thing was kind of fucking crazy, inventive, even. I thought.
Yeah, at this point, I wish we would have watched Borderlands.
No, you're not. You're not saying that.
Yeah, man, okay. I wanted this to be better.
Dude, you would have definitely watched Borderlands.
I could have just watched Borderlands and been the same way because that movie I just wanted to be better too. But it's like
no, Neil, I liked this movie quite a bit. I've cooled down a bit after seeing it Monday, but I liked Cuckoo quite a bit. It was good. It was weird.
It was Hunter and Dan Stevens that made this whole movie. I'm sorry, like. Him being the kooky weirdo scientist German guy and her being the teenager trying to figure out life and if she can play bass in a good punk band. I mean, nobody likes bass players from punk bands, dude. But
Fat Mike is the bass player from FX. Fat Mike's the bass player from FX. Fat Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's kind of a bunch of punk players, the bands and they play bass anyway. But it doesn't matter.
It's all punk bass players do.
I don't think have you ever played bass. Like fucking no, I don't think so. That's all they do.
Do you want me to pull up Sid Vicious tapes?
Savage just sucks, man. He's an awful.
He
he
was a
sucks,
bass
man.
player.
He was terrible, but
anyway, back to the story at hand. This movie was decent. It will give you a couple good jump scares. It has a little bit of gore in it and stuff like that.
It's also I think you're not gonna fucking. The last act is really what brings it together. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, the last act brings it together. The beginning of the movie, some of it goes so slow, it's like pulling teeth from your mouth, and like some parts of it it didn't pay off for the slowness you had to be in.
I would disagree.
I would. Well, that's your disagreement on that. It was like, oh, okay, I guess we're going really slow for no reason at all.
I do agree with the slowness of that, but I think this movie's better than what you're gonna get credit for. It was better than Scares, and I think it was. I really like this movie. I think Neon did a great job with this and fucking Long Way Swim at the same year.
Yeah, because of this, I don't think I'll ever want to see another Neon movie.
That's fine, whatever.
Yeah, no more Neon movies on this podcast.
Are you joking? What the fuck? Like, at the end of the year, you gonna put this on like just because I chose it, or you gonna talk shit on it?
I'm just saying that everything I said today, Chris, it's just cuckoo.
Mm-hmm.
It's just cuckoo. Anyway, yeah, the movie was okay. It was decent. It was whatever. It wasn't mind blowing. It wasn't change the world different. None of it like. The horror was the exact same horror you see like in every other horror
out of
movie.
your fucking mind for saying that. I really do, but you know.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see no difference in this and like
no,
Annabella.
No, fuck you, dude. Like, there's a bunch of movies that follow the same broad strokes, but this one does a different way. Like, man,
I don't see that. I see it following the same exact strokes that every horror movie.
Well, every movie. That's
somebody moves away. They're
that's what I'm
in a new place because the new place is strange. It's strange. Oh, it really is strange. Oh, is there something behind that door? Oh, is there some mystery that my family didn't tell me about us moving here?
Yeah, but
like,
you're saying
really?
it's not generic. That is in the least bit. It isn't.
Really? I just named you like 4 movies that were exactly that plot.
I know, Neil, but
that's the exact plot to Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Like
this is not Nightmare on Elm Street 2. You will not think, man, this is like nice.
No,
this is just like Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Actually scared the shit out of me.
I'm just saying, like you're saying, like it's just like this movie. It's not. It's not at all. It has the same broad strokes, like you know. Unknown shit, but like you're saying, it's just like every other horror film, and it's fucking not, dude. I walked out of this. The audience was full when they're like, "That was a weird movie." It was a weird movie. It's a fucking weird movie, but it's not like it's not like ripping shit off, and it's not like it's to me. I found it unique and cool. All right, I mean, but Neil just find it like I've seen this movie, which is crazy to me. But okay. You know, I gave my score last time, which just won this one.
3.5.
4.1 for me. 4.1 for me.
Yeah, it was really like I said, it was the thing that knocked the movie out. The reason that this movie was a good watch was because Hunter just knocked it out of the park. I believed every part that she went through. I believe everything that happened. Dan Stevens, evil, genius, madman. I mean, yes, please give me more of that. But it was a story that was just so calm and like
that
teenage
is so
girl.
Bullshit.
Teenage girl goes to a scary place.
There's no way you predicted what this movie is going. That last half, there's no fucking way you would have predicted that not in a million years.
Really, Chris?
Yeah, really.
I didn't predict that.
I don't think you knew the fuck was going on to the last half.
I knew exactly what the fuck was going on.
I don't think you did, but that's okay.
All right. Well, you can still believe that in your sense.
Yeah. 4.1 for me on NeilMartinTomatoes.com. What's the audience score for Cuckoo?
Audience score is probably 48%.
61%.
61%. Cool.
Yeah. What's the critic score for Cuckoo?
72%.
Really close. Certified Fresh is 78%.
Nice.
Yeah. Critics' consensus says this directed with inventive flair by director Tillman Singer, while giving flavorful personality to stars Hunter Schafer and Dan Stevens. Cuckoo is a madhouse horror that's on the right side of the range. I'll read a bad review and a good review. This is from Timothy Lee of Geeks of Color. He says, everything about Cuckoo is insufficient and not fun to watch. 5 out of 10. And this is from Eric Childress of Movie Madness podcast. He says, Cuckoo works as much as sensory horror alongside a wackadoo plot that may not be entirely comprehensible in conversation afterwards, but keeps on the edge with solid performances by Hunter Schafer and Dan Stevens. And if there's one thing we all agree on, Dan Stevens and Hunter Schafer are great in this. Both you and I can say that. But you guys can watch this in theaters. It'll probably show up in streaming not too long. These movies like this don't stay in theaters after long after, we get.
Yeah, it'll probably get knocked out quickly, especially with all the big blockbusters in the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's a movie we could have watched. What was the one that second to Deadpool? What was the one with Blake Lively in it, which is now considered?
Wait, Ends With Us, that one, dude. That you wanted to see that? You wanted to see that, really?
We need to see it now because it is now one of the top 10 movies of 2024.
I remember I saw a preview for it, and it was with Leah, and they're like, the global sensation's like, I've never heard of this fucking thing. It Is With Us.
Yeah, it's seriously in the top 10 movies on the top 10 of the year of money. Like,
that's crazy.
It's one of the movies that is like it's in the top 10 of money of the movie.
Have you heard this movie before?
No, not until like doing the news segment for this week. I was like, what the fuck is this? The End of Us.
So when I saw it, I was in line for Deadpool when I was leaving, and apparently AMC was getting out like notebooks with this. I'm like, what the fuck movie is this? So I asked, what movie is this for? And he's like, oh, It Ends With Us. I'm like, I watched him like, what the fuck is? I've never heard of this movie, but apparently it's a
sensation. Everybody is. Let's read the synopsis on this.
Synopsis, all right.
Let me get to it. The end of it. I'm pulling it up right now. It Ends With Us. Adopted from the Cloney Hoover novel, Lily overcomes a traumatic childhood to embark on a new life. A chance meeting with a neurosurgeon sparks a connection, but Lily begins to see sides of him that remind her of their parents' relationship.
It sounds like a Daniel Steele book or something like that.
It does. And then now that I'm looking at it, no, we're not covering that. Here's something that we will cover. Chris. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready for this.
So while we were talking on this good old subject of movies and stuff, one of my friends went to the movies today with his kids.
What did you see?
He saw Alien, and he actually got the Romulus or whatever.
Yeah.
And he actually got the real popcorn cans. And he took a picture of it. There's the real popcorn can.
That's awesome.
That is pretty fucking dope.
I
want that. I want that over here.
Where did you get
over
it?
Here.
Where did he get it? Was it Regal or is it?
I don't know where. I didn't look at exactly where.
I'm just hoping. I go to AMC Saturday. I hope they still have them, because if they have that, I want that.
No, they won't. Not by Saturday. Come on now.
All right, that's fair.
You know that. That's not true. But Alien Romulus is the one we're doing, and then Jackpot with John Cena and Awkwafina is the other one we're doing. Because I don't care what the fuck you guys said. I got friends that have already seen Jackpot, and they have sent me information, and they're like, dude, you are going to laugh your ass off to this movie. And if
it's pretty common that
friends.
It's pretty common that John Cena is in a movie, I'm going to belly laugh at least once. So
at least once. And that's all that matters. If John Cena can make you laugh at least once. You know, I'm going to talk about time with men. You know, with men, you know, when you dress up in a Windu costume and scare your Latino neighbors, you know, I'm talking about when men were men. You know, when you adopt a sick child just so you can get a free presentation from John Cena, when men were men.
Well, maybe one day.
Sorry,
yeah.
that was from Casey Thomas. If you don't know, Casey the Rocket from Kill Tony. I'll give him props. That's exact stolen from him.
Yeah, they're back. You know, they're in Austin now, right? Like all those Kill Tony and Joe
I
Rogan.
know, but that's so far of a drive. It's still an 8-hour drive one way, bro.
Austin's dope, though. I love Austin. You've been there, right?
Okay, you drive down here this weekend, and we're going to. Wait a minute, I got Josie Scott this weekend. Next weekend, I don't think I got anything. Next week, you drive down here, and I'll drive us halfway, and you can drive the. No, wait a minute, your driving sucks. It does. I love your driving. Oh, look, there's my new chair, by the way. That's my new front row chair.
Oh yeah, can you bring it with you? Can you bring it with you?
I don't know. That's my new front row chair from WWE the other day.
How many?
Like,
do you can take it out with you?
Yeah, that's part of the thing.
Okay, so you're gonna get
that one's colorful though. I'm very happy. It looks like a comic book, and
in like a couple of years, just have like 7 or 8 chairs that say VIP.
Logan doesn't. My buddy Logan, he does not even take his chairs home anymore. He hands them out to people.
Okay.
Yeah, he has so many that he's just like, I don't. Unless it's an important event.
Yeah.
If it just says VIP universe or VIP experience, he doesn't care.
But like, how often when you're watching wrestling do you sit down?
A lot,
Okay.
actually. You don't want to stand in there, especially in your front row. You don't be the asshole that's 6 foot and fucking standing in everybody's way behind you.
Dude, I have a couple friends that are like, every time I hug them, I feel like they're my dad because I'm so short and I'm at their chest level. So I'm like, I feel like I'm like hugging my dad or something.
No, I totally get that.
But you're tall. You don't get that. Like, you don't get that ever because you're tall. And I'm over here. So like next time I see you, I'm gonna give you a hug, and it'll be my chest is in your heart area, and you'll be like, little boy. You know, like, I feel like it's
my buddy Jason that I said it was originally from Kansas. He's way bigger than me, and like hugging him's like hugging my dad. You know, like, I love it. He's the most gentle giant in the world, man. He's like one of the coolest dudes ever. Man, hugging him sometimes I feel like I'm a little kid again. I'm like, but because he's so much bigger than me. And that's saying something when you're bigger than me, man. When you make me feel small.
You're 6 what? 6'1"?
I'm 6. I'm 6 and I'm 260. I'm about 260, 265 in between there. It goes up and down.
I've weighed myself. I'm 5'6", so I'm just a short guy. I think I'm ready to. Oh yeah, you can find something.
We just been running around for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, we have.
We've just been chilling. Hey, everybody's still viewing us.
Yeah.
We're not even talking about movies anymore.
I know.
I think we're both just stoned and we're just like, yeah, what up?
I'm just drinking beer. You guys find Solid Movies Don't Suck Down Network. W2mnet.com. That's W2mnet. You'll find us there. On a bunch of the cool podcasts. We're X MTS Podcast, on Instagram MTS Podcast, Facebook.com/podcast. I think I said that maybe. Patreon.com. I said just said that. You can find us at Bonfire/Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. Also Tipo at Neil. At Blackwood-Productions. You'll find Neil there along with a bunch of the stuff he's made. You can find us on I think that's it, actually. Yeah, anywhere you find podcasts on Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. Like, subscribe, do all that shit. Neil, what are your small businesses?
If you got a small business, just let me know. Let us know. You can email us, message us, send a pigeon, whatever, and we'll advertise your business right here on Movies Don't Suck and Some Do to our thousands of listeners, our millions of followers at any one of our platforms. Chris, let's get out of here. That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, no matter how hard you try, just remember, in a fight, don't be the instigator. If not, they might lock you up in the mental house because you might be cuckoo. Have a good night. Here's a good funny one. You ready for that? Token comes back to life and says, "It's pronounced handoff," and then passes away right away.
That's good.
Thank you guys for watching. All you guys viewing us on all the different platforms. I think we're here again at the same time next week.
Yeah.
and we'll be doing, like we said, we'll be doing that movie and
Alien
that other
Romulus,
movie.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Alien
yeah,
Romulus.
and
Oh,
Jackpot.
gosh.
And Jackpot.
Do you think he'll be any good?
I'm hoping so. I'm counting on it. I like Fede Alvarez, so.
But
man.
thank you guys for watching. You guys have a good day. Please drive through the second window. Remember to love each other. Take care of each other. We're all human.